Today, Team Echo will be talking about documents used by all business forms. My name is Hijazi, and I will be presenting you the information today. We'll be speaking about employee identification numbers, what they are, does your business really need one, the information you will need to apply, and the actual application process. We will also then talk about meeting minute book. What is a minute book? Why does a business need a minute book? Effective minute book taking techniques, a couple alternatives to traditional meeting minutes, and the 5 best voted meeting minute services. Let's first talk about employee identification numbers. The EIN, also known as a Federal Employee Identification Number, is a 9-digit corporate number that identifies your business with the IRS. It is equivalent to a Social Security number, and your taxes will be filed under this number. It can be issued to anyone with a valid Social Security number, but also it can be issued to entities such as state, government agencies, corporations, and limited liability companies. When speaking of tax-exempt, charitable, and nonprofit organizations, your EIN is separate and distinct from your tax-exempt status. Each chapter of a national nonprofit organization must have its own EIN, but the central organization may file for a group tax exemption. Does your business need an EIN? I downloaded this checklist from www.irs.gov. If you answer yes to any of these questions, your business needs an EIN. Do you or will you have employees? Do you operate your business as a corporation or a partnership? Do you or will you file any of these tax returns? Do you withhold taxes on income or any other wages? Do you have a KIOG plan or are you self-employed? Are you involved with any of the following types of organizations? Trusts, estates, real estate mortgage, nonprofit organization, farmers cooperatives, plan administrators? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, your business needs an EIN. The information you will need to apply. First, your business must be located in the United States. The responsible party must have a valid Social Security number. You must have the name of your business and an address. If you don't have a storefront, you can use your home address at this time. No P.O. boxes are allowed. You must have the start date of your business, the number of employees and wages that you have at the time of the application process. Also, you will be describing the activity of your business and the line of merchandise sold, specific construction work done, products produced, or services provided. And lastly, you will classify your business as a sole proprietorship, a partnership, corporation, S corporation, or your limited liability company. There are 4 different ways to apply for an EIN. The first option is mail. You would print your Form SS4 on the link that I've provided and make sure the application is completely filled out. You would then mail the application to the Internal Revenue Services, attention, EIN Operation, Cincinnati, Ohio 45999. That process usually takes approximately 4 weeks. Second option is to fax your application. You would print the Form SS4, complete the application, and fax it to the number I've provided. Once the process is done, the EIN will be faxed back to the number it came from. That process usually takes about 4 days. The third option is online. After you've completed an online application and the validations are done, the EIN is issued immediately. You are then available to download it, save it, and print the EIN confirmation notice. The phone option is for international applicants only. Any other information that you need to attain on the EIN process would be located at www.irs.gov. I'd like to move on to Meeting Minute Book. What is it? It is the record of a meeting, events of meetings, starting with a list of attendings, a statement of issues considered by the participants, and related responses or decisions for the issues. For most businesses, it is important only to include a summary of the decisions. A verbatim report is typically not used. The meeting can be audio recorded, video recorded, or a group's appointed or informally assigned secretary may take notes and prepare the minutes later. Why does a business need to keep minutes? Throughout your life's business, it will be asked to provide evidence of board-approved certain actions. So when you're looking for an investor, or you're going to get an additional credit line, or your business becomes a public offering. It also helps record decisions made in motions and votes and the next steps planned. It identifies and tracks actions of items, and minutes are tangible records of meetings for participants and a source of information for members who might not have been able to attend the meeting. In some cases, meeting minutes can act as a reference point. It also notifies or reminds individuals of tasks assigned to them, and the alternative of not keeping proper minutes can be expensive in terms of legal fees if your business will need to rectify past affairs. Let's talk about some effective minute meeting taking techniques. Before the meeting, you want to decide what kind of record needs to be created in view of the purpose and objectives of the meeting. You want to prepare templates for agendas and meetings that contain the items in what to include. Also, make sure you facilitate consistent formatting, sequencing, and content. Prepare an agenda that lists the meeting's time, date, location, and items for consideration. It is also important to make sure you send any documents needed for review by members before the meeting. Make sure you also bring an attendance sheet. During the meeting, get your attendance sheet filled out. Confirm the date, time, and location of the meeting. Don't try to record notes verbatim, but concentrate on getting the action items and decisions in your template as they happen. If you don't understand exactly what decision has been made or what action has been assigned, ask the meeting lead to clarify. After the meeting, write the minutes as soon as possible, and make sure you present the discussion neutrally. Make sure there are names of the committee or other group holdings in the meeting, the chair, secretary, and all those that are present. Avoid directly quoting individuals. Do not include unsubstantiated or subjective information. Do not include opinions, but only actions and decisions. Clearly identify each document presented and discussed, and if you need to, make sure you consult with the chair on any issues that require clarification. I'd like to go over a couple alternative meeting minutes. You can always record your meetings. This is great for details. You can go back and listen to the interactions as many times as you need. Everyone can be engaged, and archiving of the meetings is very easy for employees to review. Another great idea is to create a decision board. It will remind the group of what was decided. It provides members with a focused set of instant minutes. It also helps enhance participation and creates more effective meetings. Moving on, I'd like to share the 5 top meeting minute services reported by lifehacker.com. The first option is Minutes.io. It is web-based and free. It gives you elegant and easy fill-out templates that capture the attendees, discussions, actions, and who owns them. The second option is Less Meeting. It's web-based as well, and it starts at $8 to $12 per month based on the number of users. It promises to help you make your meetings faster, more concise, and more productive with a comprehensive tool to manage all of your meetings. The third option is After the Meeting. It does have a free option and a $12 a month pro option. It organizes all of your action items, follow-up items, and to-dos in a single organized view that attendees can see and reference quickly. The fourth option is Meetin.gs. They have a free web version and a $19 a month pro version. It is fast and an easy way to make sure all of your meetings attendees are on the same page when they walk in and when they walk out. The number one voted is Microsoft OneNote. It varies from $120 to $450 as part of the Microsoft Office package. It is an excellent note-taking tool and is easy to use, makes adding and organizing sets of notes for different events very easy. In closing, there are a few key points I want you to remember. Every business usually needs an EIN. www.irs.gov is the best resource when finding information on applying for an EIN. Make sure you have all your business information together before applying. And it is very important that you pick the right business classification for your startup. Some key points to take away from meeting minutes is to make sure you always have accurate minutes. It's key to having an effective documentation process that will enhance employee productivity. Make sure you only summarize your minute meetings with important actions and decisions. And finding the technique or service that best works for your team is key. Also, make sure you broach on some alternatives that may work better for your business. I hope the information presented today was able to help you and guide you into starting your transition into becoming an entrepreneur and starting your own business. I'd like you to review the sources that we used today. Thank you so much for listening, and you have a great day.